and welcome to Healthgevity. This is the first of many videos that my husband, Dr. Curtis Solar, and myself, Dr. Kay Solar, are going to be doing to launch our new program called Healthgevity. In fact, Solar Healthgevity that you're going to get from both the Solars. And first of all, a lot of people might go, okay, I've heard of longevity, but what is Healthgevity? Can you explain that, Dr. Curtis?
So my idea for it is not to just live a long time, maybe spending many of those years in such poor health that you can't enjoy yourself. So the thought process is to live a longer, healthier, more enjoyable life. It's been something Kay and I have been contemplating and reading and learning and thinking about for over 2 decades, 25 plus years. Since
Absolutely.
I learned I had very bad genes. Kay subsequently learned she didn't have the best of genes.
No,
She
not
thought
quite
she
as bad
did.
as his.
Yeah,
I thought
not nearly as bad as
I was
mine.
kind of invincible, actually, and he thought that he needed extra life insurance and stuff because I was going to outlive him, but maybe not so after we found out our family histories. But it really made us go down a path where we learned a lot of information outside of the realm of our primary care, where we, studied medicine, both went to medical school and then met each other during our residency training in St. Louis, Missouri, and we practiced 30 years in women's health as OBGYNs. And of course, there was a lot of information that that we deemed during that time, but a lot of it is really new and changing as far as what you need to do for your overall health. And we got really interested in that because of the really bad genes in our families, mainly related to heart disease.
Yeah.
But
she talked about the changes. I'd actually started a diet health book probably 25 years ago. Couldn't get really anybody interested in publishing it for me because I found out mostly you need to eat right and exercise. And at that time, most of the current diets that are popular weren't even around. So there's been tremendous changes and stuff we've been learning and doing ourselves.
We learned
inject.
Yeah, we learned a lot. There's certain tests that maybe you're not even being offered at your physician's
Very
practice.
few people offer the tests.
Because it's not covered by your insurance. But it could be something like me. I was just doing this test that was available, not covered by insurance, to talk about it on the local news, and found out that mine didn't look so good. And went down a path of getting some advanced lipid studies done, which is traditionally offered, especially if you don't think you have any heart disease in your family, which my dad did, but the women all live forever, so what did I need to worry about? And then found out that I had a hereditary heart lipid condition that I would have otherwise totally be oblivious to and not know about this day. And there's so many people, and cholesterol has changed over our time in study. When we were first going to medical
changed,
school,
but most people don't.
They still get the
current.
same thing. It was first just your total cholesterol, and then you needed the 4 numbers, and now there's so much more than the 4 numbers, the good, bad, and the ugly of cholesterol, which most people are still just getting those 4 numbers, but it goes way deeper than that. And so in this program...
so do the treatments.
treatments.
What I was suggested 25 years ago by a very good physician, everything he prescribed to me and everything he told me to do pretty much is now known to not be helpful. In a lot of ways is probably detrimental to you. So I wasted some of those years myself. And I think that's what we want to do here, is help people to find out as current as possible what is possible to improve your health and what should you be doing. There may be 1,000 things that you can do to improve your health. Everybody thinks, oh, just eat right, just exercise. But first, what is that? Because what the exercise I was doing when I was 35, I wouldn't recommend to anyone right now. The diet I ate at that point, which I thought was very healthy and made me a bigger, stronger person, was not doing my body good, was very likely harming me. And so I think that's what we want to try to do. And also now there's a lot of ways to test yourself and to follow your metrics to see, is what I'm doing enough, not enough, helpful, harmful, and everybody is different, and everybody has to find their path to health. And it's not that easy, but we can make it achievable and as easy as it can be. Like we said, we've been doing this, you know, and we're not holding ourselves up as the epitome of health. We're still on that same journey like everybody else, trying to figure out what's going to work for us, what's going to fit within our lifestyle. We just made a huge change from being the primary care physicians, which was a very busy life, and now transitioning to helping other people with this same passion that we have to hopefully transform at least our little part of the world. And I think this is going to be the future of medicine, where people will figure out and help, and that they'll have, you know, we're not going to be primary care doctors. We're going to be, you know, a very advanced health coach, where we will optimize nutrition, your pharmaceuticals, your nutraceuticals, your exercise program, your lifestyle, sleep, everything, to tweak everything possible of those maybe 1,000 things in a very easy way, to transition those into your lifestyle so that they can become part of you, and it's not a diet or a whatever. It's who you are and what you do, and it'll be easy because it's, you know, it's rolled into your everyday life.
Absolutely, because we want to get that word diet out of your vocabulary, because that means short term. I'm going to do something for just a little bit, and I'm going to see this one little tiny result, and then I'm going to go back to what I was doing. So what we want people to do is like make adaptations to their lifestyle, be able to monitor those changes to see if it's really helping their health, because we can follow that with lab tests, other advanced testing, wearables, so many things to see if what is you're doing is actually working for you. And the goal of that long term is that you have a healthy, functional life. I did some talks for a company years ago, and it was an investment company, and it was like, your health is your wealth. And that's such a great statement, because what do you really have if you don't have your health? And so we think that that's very important. We want people who want to invest that time so that they focus on themselves and they have the best life that they can while they are here.
What we're going to be doing is starting this for a very small group of I'm going to call them clients, that we will health coach in a very personable way, making it easy, coming to you or whatever the case may be, and slowly introducing these factors into your life, monitoring, following back up in a very close personal way, that we're going to feel like we're becoming part of your family. I foresee it being no more than about 100 people that we're going to help at any one time. I think if we got more than that, it would be where we couldn't be as personalized or help as much as I think people need to be helped. And that can all be different, you know, because as you get far into the program, you may not need very much help, and so we'll just maybe see you quarterly or something like that. But most people will probably need a good bit of changes and follow up early in the program, and less as you get further into it. And everyone's going to be different, and each person will get just what they need, as much as they need. When you have questions or issues, we're going to be there with you to let you know what to do, what to try, and you know, we're going to all, and some of this will be we're learning together, and we're researching. If you have a question, you're like, oh, I read this on the internet. Is that a good thing? I may not know. Kay may not know. We'll have to find out, and sometimes we'll try it on ourselves or you. and see does it improve whatever metric we're trying to follow and see. Because a lot of times you say, oh, I feel better. Well, that may or may not be accurate, because there is a lot of placebo effect to a lot of
and
these.
I think, as he said a minute ago, we're not going to be replacing your primary care physician. What we want to be is that health coach and an advocate and an adjunct to. I know, just from practicing for 30 years, the offices are so busy. The physicians are having to see so many people that you might need to make changes, but you're not going to get that lengthy visit. You're not going to get always that accessibility, which is what we want to have, because we know that even if you have an issue with heart disease or diabetes, you might be told to go eat healthier and exercise more, or to see a dietitian, or to go see a personal trainer. We want to be that person that puts it all together for you for your lifestyle changes, and that we can help you through that in one place.
So what we're looking at is people who would think this would be something good for them, contact us simply through the website.
Hey, your information's up there, honey. You can
she
call
does
him
all
on
that.
his cell phone.
Not the techie, but anyway, follow what she said. And
or email.
We will we will set up an appointment, which I typically see as a 1 or 2 hour, probably 2+, and then a follow-up visit where we will then lay out what we see for you and a jumping off point, kind of tell you what we think you should be doing and where we should go from there. And then it may be weekly follow-ups. It may be whatever you need. I may, if you need, very intricate diet planning or exercise planning, whatever you need, that's what we'll be doing, and trying to set that into your life.
Yes, and at that first initial visit, we'll be taking an extensive medical history for you.
A personal history, not just medical.
Absolutely, and on personal history, because we're going to want to know what you eat, how much you exercise, your family histories,
your background. Very
important, your background, what you've done, so that we can really get a program that's designed for you. And then if you have previous lab work tests, we're going to have you bring that in so that we can look at that and see, are you getting everything that you should? Are there some tests available that maybe based on your history you should have added? And we can assist getting that done
all the way down to
you.
DNA if you need it. There's so much stuff out there that not everyone needs, but some people would need or would like.
Absolutely. And then talk about the ways that we're going to monitor, once we give you recommendations, ways we're going to monitor your progress with certain wearables that would be recommended, and any testing. But if you're somebody who wants to invest in your health, you think that you need a little bit of assistance, you really are that person who wants to delve in, then give us a call and or email. Both of that information is up on our brand new website, which is solarhealthgevity.com. So we look forward to hearing from you and to helping you on your health journey.